Welcome to the required task part of the introduction to Moodle. On the front page we can see that there is a required task tab. Assignments, quizzes, and discussions are all things you need to complete in order to be successful in this course. So let's take a look at the first one. Let's take a look at assignments. Now, for example, there are 2 assignments currently listed. There will be 7 by the time you start your course and complete your course. If we click on one of them, assignment 1 kinematics for example, we see that its assignment type is uploading of files and its due date, and it's a submission date if you have submitted already. So let's click on assignment 1 kinematics. If I click on this button here, I will actually get the assignment. The assignment is in PDF form. You are required to save it, print it, and then fill everything in on the paper itself. Once you have done that, you would either need to scan it or send quality pictures to me so that I can mark it. The due date is 11:55 on Tuesday, April 10th. In order to upload your files, you would need to click on the Upload Files button. On the Upload Files button, you'll be given this upload window here where I can click Add Files, and then you can search for your files. So if you wanted to upload, you would need to click on the Upload a File button and then choose your file. So whatever files you want, this is just a little web page folder that I've been working on. So for example, if I found an assignment here, I would just double click on it, click open, and it throws it in here, and then click upload this file. And then I have an uploaded file. Now if your assignment comes as more than one file, or your solutions come to me more than one files, just click add and then search for another file and then add that as well. Okay? So once you have finished uploading the files here or adding the files, click Save Changes, and that will actually submit them to me. So these are the drafts that have been submitted. Now, until you actually click Send for marking, I will not see this. So make sure you click Send for marking to actually submit the assignment. Okay. So once the assignment is sent for marking, you will no longer be able to delete or attach files. Do you want to continue? So make sure that is what you want. I do not want to continue that at the moment. So all 7 assignments will be like this, and remember you must upload the assignment by the due date and the due time. Let's go back to the front page by clicking McGuire. Another required task is quizzes. If I click on quizzes, I will see that there are currently 4 quizzes and this one administrative quiz, which I'll talk about later. So let's click on the first quiz, Analyzing a Graph. We see that this quiz closes Saturday, April 7th at 11:59 p.m. So make sure you do it by then. Okay, so I've actually done this quiz once, but what if I want to do it again? So let's go re-attempt quiz. If you haven't completed a quiz before, for example this non-uniform acceleration one, it would just be attempt quiz now. So once you attempt a quiz, for example, here we have the description of the quiz. This one asks you to go to another website or a link to another animation, so you'll have to open that up, as well as some questions. Now these questions here are essay type questions. I will have to mark these by hand. So make sure once you submit something, I don't know, something like answer and answer, once you've typed up what you want, click on the next button. Once you click the next button, it'll go submit for marks. Now yes, you do want to submit these, and just because you submit these once, it doesn't mean you can't submit it again. So if I go back to the non-uniform acceleration quiz here, I can actually re-attempt the quiz. So make sure you read it thoughtfully, but do not worry too much if you don't understand the first time. You can always come back to it before the actual date is due. So remember, this one is due Tuesday, April 10th. So make sure you actually complete one by that time. Let's go back to the front page again. The last topic, or the last required task, is discussions. Currently we have 3 discussions here. One is a news forum. That is where I will be posting any new information. So you actually cannot add to that one, but please do read it. As well, if you notice here, there is an RSS feed for the general news forum. If you like to use that, by all means, please do. It will help keep you informed and up to date with required tasks on this from this website. As for the forums themselves, currently I have 2 forums set up. There's a kinematics forum and a dynamics forum. These are general discussion forums that you can use to ask students questions, other students questions, or reply to other students' questions. I will not be replying to any questions in this forum unless I see a large misunderstanding of a specific idea, but for the most part this is a student-led forum. Now, with that in mind, participation marks are also given for this forum, so it's important that you contribute both by posting questions and by attempting to answer other questions. So for example, I have 2 questions that I just posted. So let's click on one of them. Let's go reading a graph. So how can I find the displacement of an object from an acceleration time graph? So this is something I'm curious about, and if you're curious about it too, you can reply to the forum. If you have an actual answer to this, please click on the reply button here and type in your answer or proposed solution. You can also attach files to this, and if you prefer to work in HTML, there is a link for that too. But don't worry, you can do everything here. Notice on this HTML editor you can actually insert or edit images, you can insert media, insert equations, or non-breaking spaces, anything like that. All this information up here is available more in the Moodle docs that I will be providing you with. So once you're done, click Post to Forum. I'm not going to post anything at this moment. I'll go back to the kinematics forum. If you have a new question or a new topic you want to add, click Add a New Discussion Topic, and then give it a subject and a message. You have to have those 2 things, that's why they have the asterisks. And you can actually click Add as well. Don't worry about subscription, I've disabled that so you won't receive any emails. Click Post to Forum, and then you'll see your forum post there. And that's all for discussions. Now the one final thing I want to draw your attention to is that there is another way to get to all this information. If you click on the kinematics, dynamics, energy, whatever tab you want, you'll find that all the required tasks are listed inside of those web pages. So the kinematics assignment 1 is located here, the kinematics forum, and the 2 quizzes that are required. So this will help keep you in line with what's required per unit, so you know where to look for the answers. For example, if I click on the kinematics forum, I'm brought to the kinematics forum, which is pretty easy to navigate in that way. Similarly, if you want to do the quiz, analyze a graph, or non-uniform acceleration, you can open those up and you're brought to the page. So this will be the same thing. This will constantly be occurring for all units except the introduction unit. There's no discussion on that. So make sure you keep track of your required tasks and up to date with them, as they will be a big component of your final mark.